Okay, just gonna make a video real quick to run over the stuff that Ash was not here for at last practice, which was mostly we went over with Carly the stuff we didn't get the chance to do the week before. You know, we did our all that, and the song. Well, there's no good way to end this sentence. We're still working on what that big disso chord should be because I think I must have been out of tune or something when I first did that, because playing it back now it sounds a little too jazzy and not nearly nasty and dissonant enough, so we're going to workshop that. I want to figure out what that chord from that intercourse song, Bum Wine, is, because that's always the like the chord that I imagined playing in that part. But anyway, so the main thing we went over is we went back to Graphic Internet Murder Video / Arizona Penis Man and altered it up just a little bit. So, you know, it's still like, I think the way it would be is that ideally you would want to be like higher pitch during the first, like the skank beat part. Living where most pirouette in minefields, da, 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 all that. Then go low for the blast part. Desperation, admiration, penetration, desperation, admiration, penetration. I might do that as low growls on the record. And then, whereas before we used to do the and have that be at the same time as the vocal, because I was never able to do the vocals and the slide at the same time anyway. But I thought it would be good to have kind of an instrumental break in that song, because like Power Violence and stuff always has like instrumental breaks between all the verses and stuff, because it, you know, helps have the song be a bit more varied, so it's not just a constant stream of lyrics over slightly different beats, etc. But the idea would be that we would do the wham, 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 and that would be instrumental. And then for the it's all the same shit repeated vocal would be wham, 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 wham. You know, just your classic deathcore 1-0 tritone on your low string, and then clack, 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 clack for the last line, you know, just like before. But otherwise, the song is pretty much the same. I'm trying to think, what else did we work on? I guess there wasn't really that much like new material that I actually settled on. We spent a while working on that like lo-fi hip-hop-ish beat that I wanted to do, which Georgia had to take over on because I don't know shit about doing that kind of thing in Cakewalk, and Georgia doesn't know Cakewalk, so we had to work that out, but that's the thing. So I guess there is like I want to have one of the songs be with like a sludgy section, because that's like sort of a classic Power Violence trope we haven't done enough of. I guess we're still going to be doing Practiced Hatred, so be ready for that, you know, just oh yeah, I guess we went over that song in kind of more detail, so, you know, like actually doing the full proper structure of the song, which I already sent a video about this, but, you know, more of the blur parts wrapped up with actually playing that riff in like the breaks at the beginning where it appears instead of just feedback during those parts. Other than that, I don't think there's anything super critical that you weren't there for, Ash. So yeah, we're just gonna work stuff out, and I'll work stuff out at home, like lyrics for Live, because we're planning to record that during the sessions as well. I don't know if Live will actually be on the record, because it was never intended for that, or if it'll be like a bonus track on our CD discography that I want to make, so we can have that at like our last shows. But But that's the main stuff that I can think of. So anything else we'll have prepared when the day comes. And that should be all.